All right, here we go with round 4. Hetty with Zoroark versus Stefan with the Goodra. So when Goodra attacks, Zoroark can't get the one-hit KO. So I have to imagine this matchup is probably pretty close. I don't know, though, for sure. The Goodra, interesting choice. 2 Comfy prize, 2 net prize as well. So the prize cards are not too rough as long as Stefan can find the other Comfy. This matchup, I don't know. I don't know how this matchup goes, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. And then on Hetty's side, double research prize plus the Eldegoss. The prize cards on both sides aren't too detrimental. I would say Stefan has a little bit worse of prize cards, though. Does have, I think, the second... and Hetty went first here with Attach Pass. Stefan does have second Comfy in hand, though. So, second Comfy in hand, you're not too worried about... too worried about 2 Comfy being prized. Eyeing up the Temple of Sinnoh. Actually, Temple of Sinnoh could be a big deal in this matchup. And Temple of Sinnoh is also a pretty big deal because you want to keep Hetty's... You want to keep Hetty's Stadium out of play. So going for the Goo VSTAR, and the Sinnoh, getting rid of the boss and the escape rope. That seems fine to me, I think. So highly valuing the Temple of Sinnoh, I think that makes sense. Keeps the VSTAR around. Probably especially important because you don't know if one is prized or not. Capture versus boss. You probably do want to keep some counter boss around. I think there's a capture in the hand here for Stefan as well. So we see capture active to retreat to the other Comfy and probably capture out the second Goodra V. Well, that's interesting. Stefan plays a Zigzagoon. I wonder what the Zigzagoon is for in this matchup. Is lining up the Cramorant here. So actually, I can get the KO with the Cram. Oh wait, actually, did Stefan have a Scoop Up Net in hand? Could have actually, maybe should have seen the Scoop Up Net before the capture here, actually. Scoop Up Net, reset into the other Cram, and then go with that. The Zigzagoon is interesting. When does Zigzagoon help? What is the math for Zigzagoon? It allows Cram to KO Oranguru. Does it help with Goodra at all being able to KO something? I don't know. All right, Cram grab from Stefan. Still needs 1 more in the loss zone, but has the other Comfy in the hand. And I believe has a net, but I think Stefan should have gone net reset Comfy into Comfy first, and then maybe could have got a switch card and then retreated or something. So, and then you also do want second Goodra V, but the second Goodra V is prized here. 210 on Vikavolt, but I think you just beat Vikavolt if you set up anyways. That's really a concern. All right, second Comfy happening. Easy get rid of on the Drapion. And then, yeah, I think has a net. Maybe, no, has a switch, actually. Has a switch. So then the switch comes down. So that's fine then. I don't know what I think that net was. Has a quick ball as well. Is thinking about playing that. Going and grabbing Greninja would be pretty good here. Yeah, getting Greninja here would be pretty good. It's for Stoutland. I could see that, yeah. Maybe you do need an answer to Stoutland. Goes ahead and plays Temple of Sinnoh. Super aggressive Temple of Sinnoh here. And then punch for 110. I don't know if I agree with that super aggressive Temple of Sinnoh. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that Temple of Sinnoh there. That's super aggressive there. I don't know. You know Hetty's going to play 4 of their stadium. And also Hetty could just attach a second double turbo here and still be fine. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. The hand is a little bit awkward here for Hetty. Plays a Roseanne's backup. That's going to be hitting the discard pile right away. Along with a couple of the cards. This will be interesting here from Hetty. I think maybe Hetty should just go all out for the Gust knockout. You could just grab the VSTAR here, and then you could go Serena up the Goodra, and then Crobat for 6, and then use the VSTAR power of the Zoroark after that. I don't hate that, to be honest. I don't hate Hetty just trying to get super reckless. Not super reckless, super aggressive here and just try and KO that thing off the bench like right now. I wouldn't hate that. There's an Avery in the deck. What else is in here? Couple Sharon's Cares. So Sharon's Cares is going to be big in this matchup for sure. That makes you think just because Hetty maybe plays a Sharon's Cares, this might be in a like this overall matchup based on the list might be at the advantage of Hetty, to be honest. There's a Zoroark. I mean, like I said, yeah, choice belt. I would like to see Serena just gust up the Goodra, Crobat for 5, and then Zoroark draw 7. No. V-Stars away the Crobat and the Serena. I don't know if I like that. We could have seen so much more. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. Getting the KO on Goodra is just so good. You lose the Crobat draw. You lose the Gust effect. I don't think I like that. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It definitely means you're not trying to be as aggressive this turn for sure. I like the aggressive route. Maybe it's a little bit too aggressive, though. Who knows? See, another Zoroark. I think Hetty at the very least wants to take a knockout this turn. Has another double turbo in hand. And has a boss. Wants to read the Goodra V. Boss is up the Goodra V, so just wants to get a punch in on it. Is forgetting about Temple of Sinnoh currently. Uh-oh. This would be the second time. Oh, no. Oh, it just passed. Okay, okay. Did not forget about the Temple of Sinnoh. Just went with the stall tactic. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I thought Hetty here forgot about the Temple of Sinnoh. Did not forget about Temple of Sinnoh. Love to see it. Did not forget about it. Let's see. Does Stefan have a switch card? Actually, Stefan's hand is dead. Stefan actually has a dead hand. And I don't think has second Goodra. Oh, no, does have another Goodra V. Does play triple Goodra V, it looks like. Oh, plays Luminion. Okay, so we're going to see the Luminion grab here and go get a Colress. So does play the Luminion. I've never been a huge fan of Luminion in the Goodra deck because you're trying to avoid your opponent drawing prize cards. But definitely worked out for Stefan today, and it's working out right now to go with the Colress. Keep Stefan playing the game this turn instead of just draw passing. I usually feel like in these decks, Luminion loses you more games than it wins when you put it in play. But Stefan disagrees. Plays the card. We'll see how it goes for him. Escape Rope, Colress. Ooh, some good cards to choose from. I'm thinking about the Switch versus the Roxanne and the Capture Energy, I believe. I kind of like taking the extra Switch card here. Just because you want to get into Comfies and get out of Comfies. The Roxanne you probably definitely give up here. Would just be, do you want to keep the Capture Energy as your attachment for turn, possibly, I think. I feel like not taking the aggressive knockout feels bad. Yeah, I feel like not going for that aggressive knockout does feel pretty bad. I agree. It does feel bad. It feels bad to me. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of going for it. Is it correct? I don't know. So we're at 5 in the Lost Zone here for Stefan. Now we're at 6. Gate versus water. I mean, I think that one's always gate. I don't think we're ever taking the water here. I don't think that ever makes any sense. One more thing I'd be curious to see on Stefan's list. I assume Stefan plays Greninja, but I guess it's possible Stefan doesn't play the Greninja. That would be interesting for sure, but just assuming. I'm just assuming it's in there. So I think we're pretty close to the attack here from Stefan. We have the gate. I think there's a capture in the hand actually here for Stefan. That might be a capture. I think it is. And we have a switch. So if we get a switch card off this last Comfy, then I think Stefan is getting the KO here. Thinking about the capture energy. Oh, I was thinking about capture retreat the Comfy instead of playing the switch. Just going to the cram. So just taking a little bit slower of a route here and just going for cram punch for 110. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Hetty burned a lot of resources on the last turn. Yeah, Hetty burned through a lot of the draw power. So your Goodra on the bench, it really isn't in that big of a threat for the setup that Hetty currently has, which is 2 Zoroarks, which you need a lot more than that to actually deal damage with Zoroark. There's the draw from Hetty. Still no stadium, so that's kind of unfortunate so far from Hetty, and none of the prize cards either. And I'm assuming Hetty plays 4 stadium. It is like the most important card in the deck, so I would assume Hetty plays the 4 stadium in this deck. We'll see. How much does damage pump move again? Does it move 3 damage counters or 2? I forget. You could damage pump a Zoroark 3 times. Oh, the Alakazam. All right. Interesting. Alakazam from Hetty. But Alakazam is from your opponents to your opponents, right? It's not from yours to your opponents. Is it yours to your opponents? No, it's your opponents to your opponents. Alakazam, it seems okay. I don't know. Seems all right. So moving some off the Zoroark onto the Alakazam. Makes sense. May as well move 2. Is thinking about maybe not moving 2. Probably to avoid the Alakazam dying to a cram, which I don't hate the idea of playing around, to be honest. Ends up going with 2. I think that does put it in cram range now. And then there's the Crobat for 7. Got the Zoroark VSTAR. Got 3 things in play with damage. Does not have a stadium yet, though, so Temple of Sinnoh is still doing work out here for Stefan. What's the play? Evolution Incense. And out another Zoroark or a Gengar, probably. Looks like it's going to be a Gengar grab. They might even have a way to discard it. Does have a way to discard the Gengar, but still no Stadium for Hetty. So pretty rough so far with that. It's for the synergy with Bog. I like it. Oh, it does synergize with Bog. That is true. That is true. It does synergize with Bog. I actually didn't think about that, but it does synergize with Bog. Okay, another Zoroark down for Hetty. No damage on it because there's no Stadium. And I think that's going to be it. I think Hetty's going to be going pass after this, which is kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Yeah, there it is. Pass. All right, Stefan's turn. Draws into a gate. Not much else here for Stefan, though, I don't think. But could just swing with Cram again isn't terrible, to be honest. Swing with Cram would not be awful. Oh, wait. Are we at 7 now? Oh, I thought we were at 6. I missed something then there. So Stefan could have done this last turn. I think Stefan maybe should have gated last turn then, to be honest. I think I would like to have seen Stefan gate last turn. I don't think the Goodra was ever in too much trouble. And if your Goodra does get KO'd there, you're maybe in so much trouble that it's just worth taking the risk, to be honest. Yeah, if your Goodra does get KO'd there, maybe you're in so much trouble anyway. Or yeah, if you're in so much trouble anyways, it's worth taking the risk. All right. Goodra swings. We get the knockout on this first Zoroark for Stefan. Now over to Hetty. Hetty's pretty far behind now. This Zoroark's, oh my gosh. Just going to go Sharon's Care onto the Zoroark immediately. It almost seems like Hetty immediately regretted that. I was like, wait, why'd I do that? That was funny. So I think Hetty's just going to be... I don't know what Hetty's going to do here, to be honest. That was funny, though. Yeah, Hetty's like shaking his head, too. He's like, oh, hold on. What the heck's going on here? Yeah, we'll see if Hetty's going to even swing for a turn here. I don't think so. Yep, just a punch and run for 0 damage. Looks like Stefan forgot about doing 0 damage and then just sends up the Gengar for the turn. So Stefan would like to set up another Goodra probably at some point. But the second Goodra V is prized. Although I think I saw a third one in there for Stefan. I think I saw a third Goodra V in there. We'll have to see. Definitely doesn't need it right now. This Goodra's like, you want to probably set one up at some point, assuming Hetty ever actually attacks you with the Zoroark. If that never happens, who cares? Okay. And Hetty's like, all right, you know what? Let's just go to the next game. Like, that was pretty funny. All right. Hetty's ready to move on. Let's get into the next one. Zoroark versus Goodra. Going into game 2. I assume Hetty will be going. I mean, I don't know why Hetty would never. Why? This is a long break. Wait, did they like take a. Wait, I am so confused. What the heck? Did a game 2 even happen? Oh, okay. It was so fast. We missed it. Let's go ahead and review it, though, anyways. So it looks like a pretty unfortunate draw here from Hetty. I think Hetty is going to go Manaphy pass, and because it is such a fast game, I'm going to go ahead and make a guess that I'm going to assume Stefan is going to get the donk here with... I'm just going to assume Stefan's going to get the donk here with the Cram, but maybe it'll be another draw pass from Hetty to add insult to injury here. Capture... Oh, wait a second. I think there's a net in the hand here from Stefan. So I wouldn't have hated to see maybe the capture on the Goodra to get a Comfey so we can enter the next Comfey, but there might not have been. And there is a Greninja in the prize cards here for Stefan, so Stefan definitely plays Greninja for sure, as we see there. All right, so eyeing up the Comfey. Goes for the Comfey. Anything else worth grabbing here? See, shuffles it up. All right. Going with the Comfey. Like I said, I think there was a net in hand, so you could have gone like bench Goodra, captured a Goodra, get the Comfey, and then you could have net the active Comfey, to dig a little bit harder, I feel like, for that turn 1 knockout. But there might not be a net in there. I keep confusing these Temple of Sinnohs for nets, I think. Retreats the next Comfey. Let's see what this one does. Quick Ball and a Comfey. Goes with the Quick Ball. Could see, if we had seen the Comfey take there, though, could have gone into another Comfey there, but you might just give up on the donk at this point as Stefan, to be honest. Actually, no, we're not done yet. We got the Luminion for the Colress. Okay, actually, I do like this better then, because Luminion for Colress definitely gives you a higher chance of seeing the donk. I forget about the Luminion. So I like it. Luminion for Colress is happening. Let's do it. And then all Stefan needs is a Quick Ball or Battle VIP pass to go ahead and find. Here we go. 3, 4, 5. I don't see an out to a cram though. Maybe no donk this turn then. Has an escape rope. So could grab like net. Could just grab like net and something else, and then could reset the could grab net and switch. Net and switch would allow you to be able to pull off the play still. So you go like net switch Colress. Could also just give up on the play though. I think it would be fine for Stefan to give up on trying to get the donk this turn. I don't think you need the donk this turn. If you whiff the donk, I think you'll be okay for the situation that Stefan's in, and that might be what the route Stefan's going at this point now, to be honest. Let's see. Actually, does Stefan play Battle VIP Pass? I think so. I would assume so, but actually, have we seen it? Draw from Hetty. Is it nothing, though? Oh my gosh. Hetty draws and passes. There's a capture energy for Stefan. Stefan might not play Battle VIP Pass. Stefan doesn't play Battle VIP Pass, actually. I don't think so.